Welcome to Jams.
I'm Jabria.
And I'm Spring.
And we are Two Short Girls with Tall Girl Energy.
TSG, TGE, coming to the jams with PSG.
What's up, Jammers? We are back with another
Video!
Yes, sir.
And before we get started, we're going to do Random 3 with TSG. And by now, you should know what that is. But if you're new, that's where we answer 3 random questions.
Okay. Oh, wait.
It's fine.
Okay. Oh, God.
All right. First question. What are you choosing? Fame and wealth or nothing?
Fame and wealth.
Fame and wealth.
Fame and wealth.
Because I want
I think that was
I want the wealth without the fame, but I don't want nothing. So fame and wealth.
Yeah. Okay. Ideal first date.
Ooh. Ideal first date. Sorry, that was the old one. Ideal first date. You go ahead. I know my own.
I know it's so crazy because you don't want nobody like over your place or anything like that for a first date at all. But if you've been like talking to that person such as that, I think like a Matrix themed like night
So what does it look
is like it's like we have like he shows up in like the shades and the trench, and I open the door with like the Bantu knots, like you know, like the shades, and we sit and we like Matrix themed food. I have no idea what that means, what that even means, but like
astronaut.
I don't know.
Porch.
I don't know what it means, but like
Gunk.
to just have like a Matrix themed night. Somebody that's okay with actually doing like cosplay.
That'll be like a
Matrix.
fun, like
Maybe not
friend
first.
party group.
True.
Situation.
True, but I think it would just be a really cute like first date because you take
You're gonna
pictures.
be like, which peel?
Yeah, like he opens the door and is like, which one do you like?
This couple did something similar, but they were like, you know, they've been together for years.
That would be really cool though. Like the pills have like little papers in them, and so like all night we have like a bowl of like blue pills and a bowl of red
like
pills,
pulling,
and
like,
so you have
asking
to
me
pull.
questions.
Yeah, like that is so lit.
That sounds cute.
That's really cute.
That's cute. Okay. Oh, didn't answer mine. So mine would be, my ideal first date would be like meeting up at, it has to be one of the two. So it would either be meeting up at like, if it's later that evening, then like a jazz place and then out to eat, or if it's earlier in the day, then I would love to go like arcade, amusement park, picnic at the park.
She's so sophisticated. Meanwhile,
Yeah, but like
I'm
anything adventure. So like, oh, you want to go skating, ice skating? You want to anything like that would be such a fun first date for me. Even though like dinner is cool, I don't want to do dinner.
Everybody goes to dinner. Find something that person has never done and that you have never done, and go do it together.
Cooking together would also be fun. Like we went to like a cooking class.
That's too.
That'll be really
too
fun.
much for me because if I actually taste the food and then you can season, back to back.
Cause I was like cooking together would be so fun. It's a fun like just date.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want that to be my
first one.
First date is my house, it's your house. But I think just being like, oh, we're gonna go to like a pizza making class or like a pottery class or like just like other shit, the cooking, some, you know, regular. I think that'll be kind of fun if it's not overly crowded. All right, the plane is crashing. What are you doing?
Praying.
Right, because what else I'm doing?
Praying. And don't let me have sat near the exit emergency door because I don't know how to get it open. I didn't pay attention to the beginning of the thing. Like,
I know you pull a latch. But
and then I'm gonna fly out, like, because I don't know what to do. I'm not gonna have my seatbelt on in the first place. Like,
is it crashing over water or is it crashing over?
It don't matter. Stop asking.
I know.
We're not asking extra questions to Random 3 in 2022.
All right.
We're not doing it.
If the plane is crashing, the plane is crashing. Yeah, I'm praying because I feel like if you get up and you're running around and you're freaking out, it's adding
You're less
chaos,
likely-
right? And
you're
now
less
it's
likely
like
to live, too.
you're getting trampled on. People trying to get out. It's kind of.
You're getting out where?
I think the same. I think I'll take the same approach that I normally take with getting off airplanes in general. I just like let people go and then I go. So if I'm close to an exit, typically I'm close to the exit. So it's like when them doors open and they say jump off a little, you know what I mean? I'm
The plane
definitely
is
over it.
crashing, and if you're not giving me no parachute, no nothing to.
Not too much. It was like, oh, why they have the little? I was like, depending on where you jumping at, they have the little.
There she goes again.
Sorry, if you know where you're jumping at, they have that little like.
We're not talking about that. The
We
plane,
don't know the plane crashing.
We don't know when the
I mean,
plane is crashing.
We don't know where it's crashing.
We just know it's crashing.
I'm praying, and if it's over water, I'm jumping with the little. Doo-doo. If it's over land, we're just gonna crash to the ground, and I just pray I survive. And if I don't, you know, pray
I
for
would just tell the Lord to take me out early. Let me have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Or stroke.
I probably will have one.
So I don't feel impacted.
Pray, like Lord, out of there,
Oh, I'm passing out.
out of there. Yeah, I think that's something.
I would pass out. Yeah, wake up.
I'm gonna try to pray and pass out. Right.
What was that
Wake up
off
like-
of? That was off of a movie. Was it a scary movie? He was like, how you gonna wake up dead?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! This is the first Jam Couch episode.
Of 2022.
Baby,
I forgot what year it was. That fast.
when you find out that 2022 is pronounced 2022,
2020 also. So
gonna be
we're gonna
rough.
pray that it's not the same.
yes.
2020 2.0. It's also January.
It's our birthday.
It's our birthday.
Literally, I was born on the 7th and she
I
was born
wanna-
8 days later.
Yeah, I was born 15.
Yeah.
So don't you love us?
It makes sense. It makes complete sense.
So if y'all didn't know, spring is definitely older.
8 days older.
Yeah. So this episode would just be kind of a little bit into our minds on how we feel about turning a quarter of a century, half of 50, you know, a year away from being off the insurance. Like, how do you feel
My
about
chest
right becoming 25? What is that year? What does this year look like for us? So let's just get into this.
Let's get into it.
All right. You were the first, so you get to go first. We're turning 25. So how do you feel about your birthday coming up in like 6 days?
I mean, it's coming. Like
Ready or not?
I listened to something today on my Instagram story, and it was like this little video of like these little goats or whatever for like Capricorns, and I legitimately put in the caption 6 days till 25. And then I was just like, just post a story, and then I like, you know, oh Lord. I stopped and was like, oh crap, like there's 6 days left in this month before I'm 25, and granted it's not gonna really change much, but like I'm gonna be 25. Like
Right.
That's wild. That is, I can get into the blues club
Yes,
that I've been
ma'am.
wanting to go to
I was thinking that.
forever.
I get into the Blues Palace
That's what we should do.
in Dallas.
That's what it's exactly what we should do. Oh, you can't get in.
No.
I'm sorry. It's just not to me.
Did I think about it? And I was like, yeah.
They'll let you
Alright.
in. It's literally 8 days till.
They're not letting me in.
I'd be like, it's 8 days until her birthday. Let her in. Literally.
That's what you gonna say.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, okay, ma'am.
That ain't
Alright.
right. Yeah, I already know it's gonna be somebody uncle working at the door, and I'll be like, hey, sir.
That's so freaking
It's
funny.
8 days to her birthday. I haven't really been excited about a birthday since I was like 12. Like, birthdays are really for just like other people. Like, birthday parties are really just for other people to celebrate you, not really for you to celebrate yourself. Like, I'd rather go do something that I want to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're turning 25.
Right. The big
Patrick. It's funnier than 24. 25.
I feel there's a couple emotions. I feel excited. 25, I feel like is a whole new ball game because a lot of times I say, "Oh, well,
30 is a whole new ball game."
Right, but 25 years away from that. But when I think about it, it's like usually I'm like, "Oh, I don't have my life together." It's like, but I'm in my early 20s. Like I still have things to figure out. So being 25 is like I can't be like I'm in my early 20s. Like, girl,
You're mid.
You know what I mean? Not saying that my life needs to be like completely together.
Yeah.
But I can't have the same excuses when I was 20 and 21.
Oh yeah. No.
You know, I can't be going. Even though I feel like I have my life more together.
Definitely have it more together.
I had it more together in my early 20s. So that's the emotion of being like, I'm 25.
Where is this going?
What? Yeah, like what's next?
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm excited to turn 25 because on the opposite end, I enjoy birthdays. Lately, I've been enjoying my birthday low key. Like one year, I went to Chick-fil-A and to the movies, and that was like one of my favorite birthdays. The other year, I got super dressed up. No one knew it was my birthday unless you read my T-shirt. I'm super excited. I'm a little nervous about turning 25. Like, I don't know. I can't really put it into words.
All I know is my biological clock is loud. So it's wild. I be asleep. I be in that thing just ticking. It be just ticking away. So,
But it's not, it don't start ticking till like 30.
it's ticking.
You hear it?
Yeah, I hear it.
You hear the band?
It's a loud tick. That's the only thing about turning 25. I was like, woo! This Friday, that biological clock goes from alarm to grandfather. Like
It doesn't. When you're like 28, 29, I think.
my mom had me at 28.
Right. My mom had me at 28, 29.
Which I mean, they're at great ages now. You know, they don't look their age. They're still, you know, moving around and stuff. But like,
You want your kids a little earlier?
yeah.
Do you have any major goals for 25 or for this? I would say because it's kind of like New Year's too.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as this year goes, but also you're turning 25. So are there any like pressures or things that you feel like you need to get handled?
Well, right now it's between music and a career. So it's like I'm 25. I have my stuff to fall back on if my music doesn't do what I, you know, how well I want it to do. But it's also like, you're 25. You shouldn't be focused on music. You shouldn't be, you know, doing all of this. And it's just like, ugh. It's stressful. It's stressful, y'all. But my goal for the year of 25 is to actually know what happiness feels like complete freedom, creative freedom, body positivity freedom, all of that. Like, I want to know what all of that feels like at 25. That is my goal. So when I turn 26, I've had it, and if I want to settle down, I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like settling down will make you lose the freedom and happiness? Or freedom in the sense of like, cause I know when it's like you settle down, like it's you and your partner gotta come together on certain things.
Yeah.
So you gotta let certain things go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Freedom as in like I'm able to move, you know,
Move around, do what you want to do. Yeah.
how I want, so.
Okay. I like that. Yes. So I don't know if it's just because it's just this year in my life. Like, I feel like regardless of age, this particular year, I have goals for this year that has to get done. But I think because I'm also 25, it kind of heightens the urgency of some of the things that I want to get done. So,
And it shouldn't, because we're still so young.
right. But if I keep saying that, then I'll be 30 talking about, we're still so young. You know what I mean?
True.
Then I'm 40. Well, you know, I ain't 60. And I'm 50, like, hey.
True.
And now I'm like, homeless.
I mean, it's like, it's okay to say it in your 20s, but it's like, you hit that, you could say, I'm still so young, I'm still so young, I'm still so young.
Right.
And then, once you hit 30, it's like, okay, I did all my I'm still so young. And now it's...
But I feel like that's up to 24. Like, you're still so young up to 24. But I think it depends. I think it also depends on what are we validating on I'm still so young.
Yeah.
Because I'm not saying like, oh, I'm still trying to party, I'm still so young.
No,
you know
I mean
what I mean?
like
because some
career.
people, they start to party like I'm saying 30s. Like I don't really care for it. So, and my aspect of like I want to start my business, right? So I really want to get that started now. I want to open like a Roth IRA. I want to do investments. I want to do like different things like that. Where it's like, yeah, I am kind of young, but I want to get that started. This year I want to be in the best shape of my life, but that's like spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. I want to be the healthiest I've ever been, right? And then from there, I'll just keep getting healthy. Because I don't want to be like all over healthy, but I want to be healthier than I was the last 24 years of my life. So that while they're big goals, that's what I want to be, as well as like just being free and open with like so my creativity. Like I want to perform. Like I want to go and do poetry.
No, that's what we're not taking into 2022. Her not taking her own advice. That's what we not do.
No, I think
Stay pumping people up and don't pump herself up.
That's one of my things I'm working on this year, as well as my confidence, because it affects a lot of different. Like I won't do a lot of things because I've noticed like you kind of lack confidence in this area, which trickles into like
Down.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I don't have confidence in myself. So then it's like relationship wise, I don't have confidence in like being loved, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or job wise, I don't have confidence that I can perform in any job that I do.
Right.
And then it goes into like YouTube and like poetry. Like I don't have confidence that what I'm doing matters or what I'm doing looks good or sounds good. So working on this overall like confidence will in turn impact a lot of those areas. Yep.
My goal for 25 is to look like Kirby. Like Kirby?
The furry animal?
No. Cause baby, honey, I know there's no way. She's tall. She's tall. So there's absolutely no way I'm going to look like her, but give me time, okay? Because I gotta look good for this stuff.
It is. I wanna be in the best. I just wanna be the best.
And to actually make it part of me.
Yeah.
Not just, oh, I have to do this to keep this up. No, to actually make help. I don't think we do that. I don't think people do that enough. They always say like, oh, it's a lifestyle choice, it's a lifestyle change. But a lot of people just do it to like maintain and for upkeep. And it's like, no, or they get addicted to it. It's like, no, it's supposed to become a part of you in a sense. And so that's really a goal for me too, to just how music is a part of me and art. I want being healthy in every sense of the word, like she said, to be a part of me.
That's good. And it's gonna be hard. I know it's gonna be difficult, but at the same time, like that's nothing I'm working on. I don't want to shy away from anything. I don't want to miss out on any opportunity because the little bully in my head. I don't want to. Yeah. It's like, well, what if I do this and I lose money? It's like, okay. Or what if I do this and I don't like it, then it's like, okay, then you can stop. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't want to allow anything to hold me back. My goal for this year is 6 figures, but my goal for life would be like net worth over 6 figures, 7 figures. You know what I mean? So, and I want to, what's the, like, see my fruits
While you're alive.
Yeah, like I don't want to have to wait till I'm 70 to enjoy the life I built for myself. I don't want to have to wait until I'm 60 to enjoy. I want to fully enjoy life. I think that's my biggest overall goal is I want to be able to fully enjoy life. So I want to travel. I want freaking for coronavirus. I want to travel. I want to
insert Omicron.
Right, the little video of everybody like.
Yeah.
I want to fully like see other cultures, see other people's way of life because I'm so American.
Sheltered.
Yeah, in that sense. So I definitely want to like expand my thinking. Like I think so low.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, I want to do this, and it's like, why not do this? And it's like,
yeah,
that's a lot.
Legitimate dream is to build a city for fosters to like come to. There's it like it basically builds on itself. So foster kids can come at early ages, be raised by great foster parents because you're gonna be vetted. There will be housing, there will be schooling, there will be basically like a whole entire metropolis, and then you have the choice if you want to, once you become an adult, to become a foster parent. So the cycle, it starts a good cycle, if that makes any sense. Like that's if I were to do something with my degree, that's what I would do. Go out way far, buy a whole bunch of land, and start building back into our community, if that makes any sense. So you heard it here first. Musician first, philanthropist second.
We're excited. Happy birthday to us. If your birthday is in January,
We love you.
happy birthday. Happy birthday. And
shout out to Miss Terry. Your birthday is on the 9th, 2 days after
hey,
mine.
happy birthday. Happy birthday, Malcolm. His birthday is January 12th. Happy birthday to my twin. Shout out to Eric. We got to say birthday. That's my twin.
So funny, but yeah.
So yeah, I think this year gonna be.
It's gonna be so lit, y'all. There's so much to like. We're gonna be
It's gonna be a lot of
doing.
tears.
Oh yeah.
I have a lot of tears. Like even right now, I feel overwhelmed
Yeah.
because
that was me yesterday. Which I
Same.
have news for you. But
okay, yeah, I feel completely overwhelmed because like I did my vision board. And I said to my sister, I'm like, oh, I got y'all real quick on the advice piece. But I did my vision board and there was, I did a growth plan this year instead of doing like, it's a vision board, but I call it my growth plan. Because my thing is like, if you lack vision, you lack direction, you lack discipline, you lack everything. So you have to have a vision, you have to have it. But I was like, let me do a growth plan. I was like, I'd rather call it that than call it like a vision. Yeah, vision, it's fine. Or like resolutions, which is the same thing, but this was like, this is something that, because I want to grow. I'm growing, right? I'm planting, I'm growing. So I'm like, this is my growth plan. And it was so many things on there. And I was saying like, I was getting overwhelmed, but then I realized just because it's on here doesn't mean I'm going to start today.
Right.
Also, there's a lot of alsos in this video.
Oh, for real?
January 6th, January 6th, Javria will be 1 year sober! Only 1 year sober!
It's so lit.
After that, I will not continue to count. But this 1 year.
I'm so proud of you. Oh my gosh.
Yo.
Oh my gosh.
1 year. Didn't think it would mean as much as it means to me that I have made it to 1 year.
That is so
1 year.
I'm so proud of her.
March 2019, I remember praying and clearly hearing stop drinking. And my response was, cool, how long? And I heard forever. And I was like, Satan. But then I remember Satan wouldn't tell you to stop, right? Like, certain things like Satan wouldn't tell you to do that. So it was like, but forever a long time, Lord. Like, you mean like 3 years? Like, you know, but forever. If I lived like 100, forever's long. And I can't drink it. Like, seriously, I can't drink it in? Like, forever long. Forever long.
Forever is long.
Forever is long. And so I tried, messed up in October, I think. Tried, messed up. What year is this?
2022.
Yeah, because 2020, I mean, you completely erasing. So I'm like, I messed up that year too. So, okay, no, so just like trying messing up, not really taking it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2021, when I came back from my vacation, I was like, Lord, whatever you have for me, if there's a reason I shouldn't drink.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think of like, if I'm impregnated, like if God has something within me that he's going to birth through me, you can't be drunk trying to give birth, right?
That's true.
Or whatever I'm going, drinking and not having self-control is not going to work with whatever I need to be doing. Yeah. So I was like, let me take this seriously so I'm not withholding whatever God has for me. And it wasn't that hard. There were hard moments.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to just sit and have a conversation about like what this year has been. So I'm not gonna do it right now. But I'm so excited. 5 more days. Who would have thought?
So
Who would have thought I would have made it? Who would have thought?
I would have. When she sets her mind to something, she gonna do it. So I'm so proud of her, y'all.
Thank you.
Jams, I feel like this entire channel is gonna go so many places this year. Like, with the things that we both are doing, I feel like traveling is gonna be a lot this year. I don't know where, I don't know why, but I see things that are kind of like falling in line, and I'm like, ooh, like this Jams is about to be bigger than I thought it was gonna be, and so I'm like, okay, like all right, okay, I you know, who am I to say no and to remain small-minded?
Thinking bigger.
There's a song by that has really been, I don't know what it is with this song, but every time I hear it, I have to play it at least 4 to 5 times. It's by PJ Morton, and it's called Claustrophobic. And he's basically describing at the beginning of the song, he went out to LA, was discussing with a couple of labels and things like that, and they basically were like, I think there's a line in the song, the first line of the song is like PJ, you're not mainstream enough, would you mind us changing some stuff, right? And so I'm trying to think, he basically says in the chorus, he's claustrophobic because he's like, I don't think I can fit into your small mind, that, you know, the box that you want to put me in. I can't fit in there. And so I think for 2022, I need to stop putting Jams in a box, like, because there have been so many opportunities that have been presented to me, and I'm like, Jams got some picking up, like okay, all right, well,
I'll report. Yeah, so
yeah, we have to have a discussion off camera now because I completely forgot to inform her once again. But no, I just that specific song, if you have never heard it, it's off of his Gumbo album. Go listen to it, and I promise you that entire song will speak so much life into you about not letting people box you into a certain, what they think you need to look like or be or act like, say, do. Not letting anybody do that to you in any regard in life. So yeah, don't do it to yourself.
I love that.
It's a good song.
That's good. Yeah, you have to put that on the playlist.
Yes. Also, there will be a Jams announcement. I'm working on it right now. There actually will be a Jams Apple Music playlist.
Are you happy?
Yeah. There actually will be a Jams Apple Music playlist that will be updated every month with new artists, and the majority of them will hopefully be indie and be local. As far as Texas goes, that's my goal, is to, because I've heard too many people say that, like, oh, Dallas doesn't support its artists, oh, Houston doesn't support their artists until they get big. It's like, no, I want to start a platform that supports the little people and even supports them after they grow, so
I love that. Yeah, so that's what she's working on her side.
Yeah. And she's working on the philanthropy area of Jams, the each one, reach one, teach one, area of Jams.
I'm just trying to get these ideas.
You know
what I mean?
Get it together.
The schedule going.
Yeah.
Now I'm super excited. I'm super excited for what this year has to offer separately. I'm excited to like what she's got going on in her life, what I have going on in my life is completely different.
Yeah.
And so so I'm excited for like how we're gonna grow individually, and then also like how we're gonna grow together with Jam. So I'm excited. I know there's gonna be a lot of movement, a lot of like tweaking, just
trying to figure out what works.
Yeah, right? Like it's so. I'm definitely excited to figure out how it's gonna look and how that's gonna flow and how that's gonna go. The last thing I want to share with you all is I'm gonna leave you with. Did you have anything else before I end it with this? Okay. I just want to end it with the word, like a message that I have for I guess this year. And you can take it if you want it or not. So I was reading Nehemiah 4, and if you know the story of like Nehemiah, right, the wall fell down, and so Nehemiah has now gathered people to help rebuild this wall, right? So imagine if I was in that time and Nehemiah was like, hey, come help me build this wall. By hand?
Right.
Me.
Right.
A full wall around the city. By hand? Me. Right.
Like,
so
stop questioning. Don't put yourself in the box.
My brain is like, now I'm overwhelmed because that's a lot to be done. And while there's a lot of people, it ain't that many people helping out. So that's an overwhelming task that the Lord has asked me to contribute to. That's my work. It's a lot. So as I was reading Mount 4, he talks about, there's 3 things he mentions. The first one was, that's my phone we're recording. The first one was, he tells them, do not be afraid, right? Do this work for you, your children's children, your mothers, your sons, and your generation and your home, right? Build this to protect all this, so do not be afraid. So I would say, as we're going into 2022, as you're turning 25, me and Spring have so much, and maybe even you have so many things that you wanted to do. Do not be afraid.
Yeah.
Do this work for you, your children's children, your family, and your home.
Right. Generational wealth.
2. That's it. Yes, that's it. 2. The second thing was, remember who God is. He will fight for you. So at the time when they were building the wall, other people were trying to come, and in my fort, they were planning to come and destroy the wall and like fight them and all that stuff. And so he tells them don't be afraid to do this work. And then he tells them, remember who your God is. Remember that he will fight for you. So when you have opposition, let's say, we're overwhelmed, we're going into this work that we have to do. Now you have fear coming against you. Now you have people speaking against you. Now it's like you have challenges happening. Remember, your God will fight for you, right? You're doing the Lord's work, so he's going to fight. He's going to cover. He's not going to let his work be destroyed. Right. So don't be scared of opposition. And then the third one was stay guarded. So when they went back to work, right, because the Lord fought for them, when they went back to work, it states that they, in one hand, was building the wall, the other hand, they had swords in their hand. Like they're building the wall and they had swords in their belts. They stayed guarded, like they were protected. In our sense, obviously, we're not walking around with guns and working,
Right.
but our protective would be like, yeah, like stay in your word, stay focused on the task at hand. Make sure you're praying, make sure you're fasting, make sure you are aligned with the word. So those are my 3 things for you for this year is do not be afraid of what you have to do. Know that God will fight for you when you're doing his work, and stay guarded. Guard your heart, guard your mind, and keep pursuing, keep building that wall, keep doing the work that's hard to do, that is overwhelming to do, that you might not see an end goal. When they laid that first brick down, they didn't see no wall. Like,
right.
You're not seeing no wall for a minute, right? So same with us, we might not be seeing a full wall in a minute, but every brick matters, every step matters. So I hope you have an amazing year. We love you.
Yes.
Father God, I just pray for covering. I pray for healing. I pray, Lord, that this will be a year of just anointing. This will be a year of growth. Father God, I thank you for every seed that was planted in 2021. I thank you for every new seed that is being replanted in good soil. Father God, for 2022, I thank you that every hurt, every anxiety, every worry, every stress has been left behind. I thank you right now, God, that you are moving us into a new beginning, God, just all newness. You're moving us into different levels of thinking, different levels of love, God, that we'll be able to love fully, Father, that everyone that watches this channel, God, that they will touch this, that they will grow, that they will learn to love, Father God, fully. They'll learn to be healed, that they'll learn to trust, God, that they'll be vulnerable, Lord God. And I thank you that you are moving them into different realms, different places. Father, they'll walk in the authority, no matter what door that has been opened, they will walk in it with the confidence and the authority, knowing that they are meant to be in that room. Father God, that they will not be shy, but they will speak with boldness, God, in every room that they walk into. And so, Lord, I just thank you for what you're doing. I pray that everything that we do will be a blessing and will glorify your name. In Jesus' name, amen.
Jesus.
Love y'all, Jammers. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry.
Woo, don't be sorry.
I'm not sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Love y'all, Jammers.
Woo. Anyway, how she just go?
I had to.
Anyway, love y'all, Jammers, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.
Peace.
TSG, TGE, you are watching 2 best friends on the